Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to It's Giving Review with your host Tina
and Johna, and we're here to give you the latest scoop on all things entertainment. From the latest TV shows and movies, our favorite restaurants and bars, and everything in between.
We're here to give you all the tea. So sit back, listen in, and let's get to it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to It's Giving Review. It's your girl Johna, and I'm here with Tina.
What's up, everybody?
We're here for another episode. So excited to be back. We're going to be recapping You Season 4, Episode 2 today. And it's starting to get juicy.
I think so. Yeah. I have some things that I have to say. So,
ooh, you got some hot and juicy tea? Oh, I'm so excited.
Let's do a toast to Joe because he's really doing well, you guys. He's not killing a bunch of people right now. Like, we're here for that, right?
I'm so proud. I feel like a proud mom.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good. I know there's a lot of people saying they don't like this season, and I think it's because we're used to seeing Joe as the stalker and more, so killing people for better or worse. But this season he's actually being stalked, so it's a little bit different. I like it. A lot of people don't, but I like the switch. I like it. You like it?
I'm
like
so happy. People love the drama and the murder and like too much. Like,
did we cheers? What the fuck?
Yeah,
did I miss it? Oh,
I think we did. We can cheers again.
If people who are listening in, we're on video now, so yeah, we just cheers. But
yes,
with Jonna's cute little cups she made.
Oh, we got to say that. I forgot. Look, they have a little glitter. It was for a friend's birthday like a while ago. They're super cute. Homemade cups. But yes, go to YouTube. Check out the video too if you're listening on the podcast platforms because we got video. So, but yeah, I'm excited. I love the murder mystery vibes. Like, let's change it up. Let's do something a little bit different. I'm here for it. Also, if I look over here to the right a little bit, I'm just looking at my notes. So let's go ahead. Let's jump in. I'm super excited to talk about season 4, episode 2. If you haven't watched episode 1, or just as a quick recap, I think we should say what happened in the last episode. Malcolm died. So there's this one of the people in this new little bougie rich crew that Joe's in got murdered. Someone's trying to frame Joe. They put the body in his house. Joe low-key thought he did it, but we found out he didn't because someone's texting him. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But we'll talk about that in this episode as well. It kind of continues on with him trying to figure out who killed Malcolm, here for the murder mystery vibe. I wrote down something because I thought the name of this episode was super interesting.
Oh, right.
It's called Portrait of the Artist. And I thought
I liked it too.
I love that. It made me think like,
I really wanted to get a cat shirt, you guys, because I feel like that was kind of significant in this episode, but I'm kind of, and the coat, like that colored coat, I really wanted that too, but I could not find any of that anywhere. So
Tina was trying to
I was stuck with my white shirt. Okay.
We're going to find that coat.
I know. I really want that coat. I really want it, but it's okay. It's cool. It's whatever. It's
watch the episode. Did y'all like the coat? Would you wear the pink colorful coat? We need to know. Because it was so funny. I know, it was cute though. It was low-key kind of cute, but I really liked that because like Portrait of the Artist, it's like, what's the image of the artist, or like, what is the artist trying to tell? I'm such a like artsy person. I just thought that was a cute little wordplay on the episode because yeah, it's a big art show. That's kind of like the main thing in this episode. But let's jump in. So they actually start off with Joe at a dinner party. And he is suspicious as fuck. He's like looking at everybody, trying to figure out who is trying to pin this murder on me. And I was looking at everybody suspicious
and
too.
Adam was like, didn't you say, if you steal my light, I'll kill you? He says something like that too. So that would make you, well, that made Joe or Jonathan feel like, okay, like you're gonna steal my spotlight. Exactly. Like that means, yeah, he's probably the killer. But lo and behold, we'll just keep on going with him.
I'm like, who says I stole my spotlight, I murder you?
They all say some weird shit, like Simon or whatever, right? Like I have too many friends come back like when one dies, and then this one says it. Like they all keep fucking talking about killing and murder and shit.
They all making me think they're like a murderer. Like who talks about murdering just randomly? one thing that I called out, and it was so interesting to me, that security guy. So his name's Vic.
Oh, right.
He low-key be popping up all the time. And I noticed it right at the dinner party. I was like, why is this security dude always in the background?
Isn't he following Adam though? Isn't he like Adam's security?
He's like works for them. He's security.
Yeah, he's like their somebody or whatever. Yeah, like
security
like
butler type of guy.
Yeah.
He's just suspicious to me. And I'll keep talking about it, but he be popping up at all the wrong places.
Well, Adam's girlfriend is also like celebrity.
True.
So
true. They need security. He may just be chilling and doing his job, but I got my eye on him.
Yeah.
I feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're at this dinner. Joe's fucking suspicious as fuck. Somebody's trying to frame him. And they're talking about Simon's art show, which is coming up, which Simon wasn't even excited about. I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm like, why does he not care about his show? He's just like always
his brain is always somewhere else, right? Like he's always just like, fuck everybody, like I'm the star of everything, like just leave me the fuck alone. Like in his brain he's just like, leave me the fuck alone, like
I can't.
It's me, everything is me. Like he's very narcissistic, very.
I hate Simon
in his head too.
Do you like him?
Yeah, no, fuck no. I don't give a fuck about Simon.
Do y'all like Simon? What were your thoughts on this artist? I cannot even. Okay, so yeah, that was the whole thing. They're excited about this art show. Joe goes home and he gets an invite, a cryptic invite. It was low-key kind of cool.
Yeah,
I need to do a party invite.
Yeah, I like that.
It was super dope. It says your presence was requested at a night to die for. I wrote down what it said because I thought a night to die for. Like, why is all this like murder, death references?
Right, and that's Adam's girlfriend. Like Adam's girlfriend is the one who sent out these invites, right? And her thing is a night to die for. Like it's kind of a coincidence,
or is it?
I don't know.
That made me think about Phoebe.
I have some other ideas, so I don't know. I think it was coincidence for her because she's kind of like slow to me.
Okay, so you don't think like it was intentional? Okay,
no,
I'm suspicious of Phoebe.
Really? Okay,
I'm like, she's
keep her in her back pocket as possible.
I got my eye on Phoebe. I can't with her. Okay, so they're getting ready for the party. Joe, the next like scene it cuts to is Joe at the school, back at the library. And he's now trying to figure out like, how can I solve a mystery, like a murder mystery? You know, he loves books. He's an art guy. So he's like, let me just read some murder mysteries and like dig into them. His student, I don't know if you remember from episode 1, but he has this really cute, smart student named Nadia. I'm a fan. I absolutely love her. You don't like her?
I like Nadia. I think she's the murderer though. Because why? She keeps trying to, she pops up.
I never thought
at Malcolm's office when Joe goes to his office. We'll get there, but okay, I'll just say my idea when we get there. Okay, tell me when we're there.
But yes, and I'm here for it. We don't talk, okay, y'all? Like we love this to be authentic as fuck. So I don't know what Tina thinks. She don't know what I think. We watch it separate. I'm here for this. I did not think of Nadia at all. So I need to have my eyes on Nadia. Okay. We're gonna come back to her, but I like her so far. I need to hear your thoughts because maybe I didn't see something about this girl, but she's super smart. She's like, oh, I know all about murder mysteries. Like, let me help you out, Joe. I can help you. He's acting like he's writing a book, which I love this guy. Like he can't do any wrong. And he just always knows how to make himself seem like he's doing the right thing. But I thought it was super cute. And I thought the 3 points she says are like the formula of a mystery were super interesting. And something I want to say, because I feel like we can keep coming back to these 3 things as the episodes go. There are no coincidences in a murder. All motives boil down to sex, money, and revenge. So I just love this because the whole time now I was watching it, like who has something to, maybe a sexual connection to someone, a money like vendetta, or like a revenge, plot. So I love that.
And it's probably all with them because these are all rich people that are like binded by college, like some sort of loyalty unspoken, like, because they keep mentioning it, right? Like, well, we were just together, so it doesn't really matter. Like, we're just connected in this way, but why? Exactly. Why? Like, if I went to college with somebody, I don't give a fuck about you. Like, I don't give a fuck what you did, what you're doing. Like, we're not connected like that. We enjoy the money. So it's just weird that it's almost like a cult. Like it's giving me kind of cult vibes. Like it's not really like we were friends from college. It's like we're in a cult together type of thing. Like it's not,
I never thought about it like that. But that is kind of creepy, low key.
You're not like, You know,
Mhm.
like if
Yeah.
they
Why
become
are they so
weird,
tight?
like they're way too tight. They're way too like
Mhm.
scared, tight. They don't even really, half of them don't even like each other, but they're around each other.
Fake
Like,
as fuck.
yeah, it's very like, to me, like they were chosen for this cult and they have to be in it. Like their
Illuminati.
family's rich. Yeah, maybe
It's giving Illuminati.
It's giving Illuminati. Yeah.
I love it so much.
It's funny.
That's hilarious as
Yeah.
fuck. But Nadia's trying to help him. I low-key think she got some gems. She knows what's up with murder mysteries,
Yeah.
which totally makes sense with Tina thinking maybe she's the murderer because she knows a lot of fuck about murder mysteries.
She sure does.
It's all clicking. See, that's why I need my girl here to watch the shows with me.
Yeah,
We used
why
to always
does she
talk.
know that?
Tina be catching shit I don't catch. I love it. Okay, so now he leaves the school. He's got a little bit of tea from Nadia. He gets a text from somebody as he's like walking out of the school that, oh, I see you. I like your jacket. You're a loner. You're paranoid.
Brown's your color, like something like that, right? Like
Yes.
brown's your color or whatever. Okay.
Someone said that, and I'm like, I was looking hard. Were you looking? I was like,
I was looking around too. I was like, who is it? And then I just kind of felt like they were like either peeking out of a window or some other like high rise somewhere he can't see them. So they must be looking out of some, I don't know. It could have been somebody right the fuck next to him though. And he just didn't know.
I'm like, I want to know so bad.
Because who's on campus?
Exactly. Kate, I feel like she'd be there a lot. Ugh, I have so many thoughts.
So does Nadia.
Y'all probably have watched more episodes than us. So don't tell us, but we're figuring this out episode by episode. And I'm so lost. I have no idea. Okay. So now he leaves the school. Somebody's on to him, watching him like a motherfucker. And I'm excited because the tables have finally turned. Somebody's stalking Joe. I love that so much. I'm like, yes. And next, he gets invited over to Lady Phoebe's house. What did you think about that whole scene? Like, I can't with this girl, Phoebe, now. She like showed her little shoulder to him. And like, I feel like she likes Joe.
Are you talking about when they went to the photography thing, when he went to her house and she was like getting ready and she told him like, we need to get you a new outfit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We still don't know what Joe said to her in episode 1 that made her really like him. Like there's something that she really attached to him. And so she just thinks very highly of him for whatever reason. I don't know what it is because obviously we don't, we didn't see. So I know she's like flirting with him, but honestly, Adam is over here getting golden showers from fucking dudes. So I can't. So really, does it really matter? I mean,
both of them.
I mean, I didn't expect that. Like I was definitely caught off guard with Adam's ass. Like
so was I.
Yeah, you can tell them what happened, but
they fake as hell.
Was like, what the hell is Adam doing with this dude? Like I thought they were gonna like get with each other, but no, they probably do that too. Fetish. So Adam seems like, so it doesn't look like he's got with the guy yet, right? It looks like Adam has a fetish. So Joe follows Adam around, right? And he's trying to figure out if he's like the killer. He stalks Adam to a place where like Adam went into a closet with a dude and like, I guess I thought they were gonna hook up, but instead he like tells this dude to like pee on him. He's like, and he wants it so bad. He's like so excited. We're like, do it. Like you can't wait to be peed on. I'm like, oh my God. Like it's one thing to give them, but to, have somebody pee on you, I don't know. I mean, I did offer that to somebody before though.
To pee on someone? Y'all, I'm learning something about Tina every day.
Have you ever done a golden shower?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, no. I didn't. He didn't do it, but did I offer it to him? I said if he wanted to do it, he could do it.
He was into it?
He was into it. I didn't really.
People really do that?
Yes, that is a thing. Like people, I think it's men. I don't know if it's like men. This guy was kind of like conceited and
you just threw me a curveball, but like I can't even breathe right now.
I was just like, okay, if you want to do it, like, but he didn't do it.
He didn't want to do it.
I offered.
Damn, have y'all ever done this?
Yeah, have you done a golden shower? I want to know.
I want to know too.
It's a thing.
Am I the only weirdo? Like, no. Pee, off limits. There's a lot of off limits. We're gonna talk about that maybe another episode.
To this episode.
Your mom's
honestly, my mom's called me prude before, so I don't even think she'll care. She'll probably be proud. She'll be like, "Oh, you are a little freak." Okay. And she was like, "You're prude." I was like, "What the fuck?" So maybe this will make her happy. I don't know. Anyways,
we here,
but yeah,
I ain't mad, girl. Get your freak on. And you see Adam trying to spice it up.
I don't
Phoebe
mind
must be
trying
boring.
new things, so that's why I'm like open to stuff. I'm like, look, if you want to do it, that's fine. We can try it.
Whatever floats your boat. We all have our
whatever
ticks. Is that what it's called?
And
Ticks?
when you're with somebody for a while, like you will allow those kinds of things. This isn't somebody random that you're just like, pee on me. With Adam, it looks like it could be. I don't know. He looks like he'll take a stranger off the street if they pee on him. So I don't know.
I could not. And I don't like Adam.
Adam.
He acts bougie. He thinks he's like, I wrote down that he said something about like, would you ever join a club that's affiliated with the Church of Satan or something?
Yeah.
He's like weird.
Like,
I didn't like him the whole fucking time. And so, okay. The peeing scene is a little bit down, but it's super important. That part was like a creepy part of this whole episode. But also, they're getting ready for Simon's art show, right? So let's take a step back right there real fast. He goes to the dressing room. He's trying to find an outfit. I thought it was very interesting. There were a couple people there when he was trying on clothes, Connie, Sophie, and Simon, which is interesting because something happens to Simon later down the road. But they're all there talking smack, and everybody's just like bashing on Malcolm, which I thought was very interesting. Connie said that Malcolm owed him money for betting on horses, which I think is interesting because that kind of ties back in later. I'm like, remember someone killed Malcolm. So I'm like, was it about money? Remember we knew that could be like one of the reasons
I don't think it had anything to do with the horses though. I think they all just do random betting shit.
And they all just don't like each other anyway. Fake friends.
Mm-hmm.
I hate people like that. Fucking weird. Okay, but Joe is snooping around like always. He's like detective master number one. He snoops around in Kate's purse. He goes to the office. This part I think was really big in the episode to call out is he finds this little book. And I think there's a lot of fucking clues in the book. And this book has like all these different bets and all these cryptic messages and just like different references, which play in later that Malcolm knew a lot of stuff about people. So it's like, why maybe someone wanted to kill Malcolm because he had a lot of tea on people. So, okay, let's keep going through though. He finds the little book. So now Joe's like, oh, Malcolm kind of has some little secrets and he kind of knows a lot of stuff. Nadia catches Joe, which I thought that was so cute. She's always kind of just popping around too.
Mm-hmm.
Is she stalking Joe? See, now it's making sense to me because I didn't think she was. But now that you said you think maybe she's a killer.
I do because I feel like Joe went to Malcolm's office. Remember in this episode to look around.
Yeah.
And Nadia just pops up there and is like, oh, I was going to leave him a note because he missed office hours or something, right? Like she's right there. He's just coming out of Adam's office.
Yeah.
And she's just there.
Yeah.
And of course she was messing around with Malcolm.
Yeah.
Right. And then she's trying to help Joe with like this murder. But I actually think the murderer is Nadia. I think because look, she's a writer and she's trying to get something read by Malcolm, right? Yes. And he's probably holding something over her head too and not letting her, do what she needs to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's the one who could have potentially murdered Malcolm. Although Malcolm was also involved with trying to figure out what was going on with Simon and this art stuff, right? So she probably knows a lot about it, just like Malcolm's girlfriend knows a lot about it.
Right.
So they both know a lot of shit. And honestly, this murder could be separate from Simon's.
Maybe multiple murders.
It could be, it could.
I wouldn't be surprised. Separate. This show.
Well, no, because that same person was texting. So.
True.
Yeah. So it's not, it's the same person. Yeah, it's the same person, but I don't know. I feel like Nadia's on my shit list right now. She's on my shit list of like the potential murderer.
And I loved her. I was not suspicious of her, but now I am.
And Reese, I love him, but honestly, Reese too. Yeah. Like he's like the person that is the most likely to do it.
Exactly. Interesting. So after he finds this little book, he's fucking nosy as fuck. He's watching all the little sub characters and all the people because Joe's trying to figure out who is like framing him, right? That's when it does go to the pee scene that we already talked about, but it's hilarious as fuck. I want to circle back on that whole pee scene though, because guess who popped up again? Remember earlier I was saying I was suspicious of Vic, little security butler, whatever the fuck his job is.
He was doing his job.
Okay, it could be. I agree. I agree.
He's supposed to be watching out for Adam. He knows Adam's fucking
getting peed on.
Yeah, he knows Adam's getting peed on. Like, come on. It's like, bro, like do your thing. Just pay me my money. Like, I don't give a fuck if these rich people getting peed on and all sorts of shit. Yeah. So I feel like he was doing his job.
Doing his job.
Yeah. Okay. Like, although I guess he wasn't with Phoebe. So, but
Yeah.
but you know, maybe there was a reason why he was watching Adam, and it's probably because he was getting peed on. Like Adam doesn't want that out there. Adam doesn't want Phoebe to know that he's not obviously very faithful to her.
Yeah. A good security guy is supposed to be there. Always on watch.
Yeah.
So he could really be just doing his job, but I'm just suspicious of him. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's just a instinct.
Yeah.
But I could be way wrong. Okay. So now let's flip it. It goes to Simon's art show, which to me, I love art. Okay. I go to art galleries all the time, art museums. I love art with all my soul. What did you think of the art show?
No,
It was NFTs.
Simon is weird. Like, honestly, his art show was ridiculous. I do feel like they did say that he looks at it as like a portfolio or something like that.
Yeah.
But his art show was so fucking stupid. And honestly, like, there was the painting that was the popular one was really this cat that looks like a sphinx. It's really just like a sphinx. It's like has like it had really pretty eyes, and it was a black cat or something like that with like really pretty like galaxy looking eyes or something. It kind of reminded me of Men in Black, that little cat that had like the globe on, you know. I forget that cat's name, but that's what it reminded me of. It was like, oh, okay. But everybody kind of got lost in the eyes of this cat.
Yeah, Joe did too.
Joe did too. Yeah, he was like, wow, like really like this cat.
Yeah.
So otherwise, the whole art show was fucking stupid.
Yeah, I was not here for it.
Simon's nothing.
Yeah, he's such a.
He thinks so highly of himself, and he ain't shit. Like,
which we really find out.
Yeah.
He's a whole fraud. I do not like Simon like at all. But there was a couple funny parts. Adam was on Molly and he said Joe smelled good, and I thought that was funny as hell. Like, I think Adam's gonna get killed next. Like, Adam is just to me this like Dumbo, like funny guy in the show, and he just cracks me up. He's starting to make me laugh as fuck. But the cat, I did write some notes about that. I thought it was interesting. Reese always be popping up. I'm kind of suspicious of Reese still. We talked about that in episode 1 too. I was like, this guy seemed a little too good to be true. He popped up again as well. And even Joe said for once in this episode, he was like, something don't add up about this guy. Like, he acts like he's poor. He doesn't really fit in, but he's at the art show, like just acting like this was
supporting people. Yeah, he was comfortable somewhere where it would seem like he wouldn't be, I guess.
Exactly.
So
exactly. I'm a little bit suspicious of Reese. I was like, I don't know about him. Okay. So at the party, there's an interesting girl, which they don't really say much about. But I caught that she let Joe in the back door, and then she throws this like red paint all over Simon's work. The cat.
Oh, right.
The
Yeah.
She comes in
and she calls him like a fraud, whatever. Right. And
right.
She's like,
right.
What'd she say? She said something.
Yeah. I forgot what she said too. I think she was just like, you're fake. Tell them that you're gaslight. Like, you're just a gaslighting. She said something about gaslighting. You're like a gaslighting prick. Tell them how fake you are or something like that. Because we later find out that it was her fucking artwork. Like, Simon literally would have his assistants do art, steal their work, and act like it was his. Like,
not only was he having like assistants do his artwork, he was drugging them out too. So he was like leaving drugs for them so they could be strung out. Because he would say, like, if you get stressed, just do this, you know, and they would. And so it would look like they were junkies, but they're sitting there painting like his art. And I hate him.
I wrote that down too, because I was like, I fucking hate him. Like, what a fucking asshole. Like, to just steal people's work, act like it's yours, and just
drug them out. Yeah, get them strung out on drugs, like,
so they can't defend themselves and come for you later. Like, he was trash.
Because they would need him, right? Like, they would need him for drugs. Like, they can't say anything. They're scared. Like, you know, like if they don't have him, they don't have that drug that they just got hooked on. So it's almost like he's winning all around. He's like, look, I need you to paint for me. I'm also your drug supplier. If they stop painting, they don't get drugs. Like,
and he's just winning.
I'm
getting all this art from all these creative ass people. I
don't give a fuck about Simon.
Same. Simon was trash. Get Simon out of here. Yeah, he was horrible. I thought that whole part was crazy. And we end up finding out all those details that he was doing that because Joe took Kate. He was like, let's go find her. Like, I know where she's at, because remember I said she let Joe in this back door. Joe didn't want to be like all in the paparazzis, and you know, Joe's low key. He don't really fuck with this bougie vibe. He went in a back door and had saw her badge. So he knows more about her. He's like, hey, Kate, let's go find this girl. Because remember, Kate's a gallerist, right? So this was her whole show. She's putting this show on for Simon. this is her name on the line too, right? Like her show matters. Now this random girl comes and throws red paint on the picture and makes like a big drama scene at the fucking event, so that looks bad on her. Which Simon, remember we were saying how fucking trash he is? He's like, he said something like when she threw the paint, either this is the end or it's been reconstructed. He acted like it was a part of the show.
He made it like this whole show. Yeah, like he just was like, yeah, she did this, and you know what, it's beautiful, it's even better, we all just witnessed like this portrait gets so much better, right? I want some too.
I'm pouring some more drink.
Yeah, for me.
You guys watching us on YouTube?
I'm like already faded though, but maybe I'll be drunk at the end of this.
Oh, this is gonna get better. I noticed your cup was empty.
I know.
But I didn't want to say nothing.
Okay, so
have a drink with us, y'all. Pour a drink up.
Yeah.
Okay. Pour a drink, or if you don't drink, pour some water. You know.
Stay hydrated.
Or grab a snack. Hey, whatever your cup of tea is.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so basically Simon just made it something. Yeah. He made it into something because there was a scene. So he just made the best of what he could, but
exactly,
he's still a fucking asshole.
He's such an asshole. I was just like, I cannot. So yeah. Okay. So Joe goes there, tries to get some tea from this girl. Cause you know, Joe's still trying to figure out who's framing him. Right. So he's like trying to get as much info from her as he can. And he asked her about Malcolm too, right? He's like, okay, you don't like Simon. Simon's trash. I know that. But do you know anything about Malcolm? You know, he's asking everybody. The whole episode, he was asking people about Malcolm to get their like opinions to see who killed Malcolm, right?
Right.
But the girl ends up telling Joe, I wrote this down because I thought this was really interesting, that Malcolm was planning to expose Simon. So I'm like, interesting. And remember that little notebook? That's why I talked about that earlier, because it's so important. There's all these random notes. There were notes about the whole golden shower situation, him peeing on somebody. I forgot what the name said. It said like golden lion or something, but that tied into, so Malcolm knew that Adam be getting these golden showers. Malcolm knew, I think, that Simon was a fraud and was stealing people's artwork because Malcolm knew this girl.
Oh yeah, he knew the girl that
yeah,
used to find
he knew the girl.
The jugs. Yeah,
exactly.
He knew all that.
He wanted to expose Simon. So I'm like, that made me think Simon killed Malcolm, right? Because I'm like, if he knew he was going to expose him.
Honestly, I really do kind of think that Malcolm faked his death in a way, so that he could kill off the other people. And he probably wanted his death to be pinned on somebody so that it looked like he was murdered. And that's why he befriended Jonathan. But
interesting. Who would be texting Joe then?
Malcolm. Because Malcolm
didn't know. But Malcolm was on the table, remember? He was stabbed.
I think he faked his death.
So I don't think was Malcolm's real body.
Yeah, he did like tear him up.
Yeah, Joe cut his whole body up. It was a dummy body.
I don't know. Maybe he had a twin. Fuck, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, this show, you never know.
You never know. Show. I mean, you just never know. So fuck.
That would be.
I don't know. I'm getting extreme now. I'm getting extreme because I don't know.
I cannot. Okay, so Joe helps this bitch Kate out. I love Joe. Because he doesn't want her image to be bad, right? Her show to go bad, even though he low-key is just trying to figure out people and do his stalking observant shit he always does. He like runs out now. Remember, he was just talking to the girl. Oh, by the way, the girl that threw the paint, her name's Blue. I kind of low-key wrote her name down. I'm like, she might come back. She might be an important character.
She will, because Kate is helping her now.
Exactly.
She's paying for her to go through rehab, and she's like, we'll have business for you when you get clean. So
right, which was so interesting.
Yeah, like don't even care about her friend dying. She's just like, listen, like I will pay for you to go to rehab. Call me when you're clean and we'll push you on to some work.
Why are you helping this druggy girl out? Did she kill Malcolm? He was a shitty boyfriend to her. Mm-hmm. Did she not like Simon? Because Simon,
their relationship, Kate and Malcolm's relationship was weird too, right? Like they didn't even really seem like they're in love or like anything. It's just like they're together for convenience for something, right? Like
he had money connections, maybe.
Right? Like I don't know.
I never thought about it, but
their relationship, their relationship was kind of strange. Yeah,
I'm not here for their relationship. Okay. But Joe tried to help her. I don't like this girl. When they walked out, I wrote this down because I thought this was interesting. She was like, just because you saved my life doesn't mean you can come into mine. And like, now she's mad at him. I'm like, he just helped you like try to save your fucking name and your image. So your gallery show ain't trash. Connected you with this girl. She did give her some money too at this point to just like hush her up.
Getting mugged.
Yeah. He literally saved her life. I was like, I can't with this girl. Like, she is just so trash.
She's just rude to him all the time.
She's rude to everybody, low key.
That's
I feel like
true.
she has a stick up her butt.
She
I'm like,
does.
who are you, girl?
Yeah.
You feeling yourself a little too much. But anyways, okay, so Joe goes back to the party. He's still trying to figure out what's up with Simon, right? Why did this girl throw the paint? I think now he knows he's a fraud and stole like the artwork or whatever. So I think he's on to him. And they flash into Joe sitting at a bench, like a little bench outside of the party, just trying to like be nosy and watch out. And Joe falls asleep. And it literally basically just jumps to Simon in this room doing drugs. He's such a like spoiled little rich boy. But he's doing drugs, and he like someone walks up to him and he's like, what do you want or whatever, and he gets killed.
And the person that they show that's walking in is wearing like
Boots.
a boot, well, like a dress shoe. It's a dress shoe with like slacks, but only up to like the knee part. So honestly, it could be woman, it could be a man or a woman.
I was trying to figure out who it was by the clothes and I couldn't.
Yeah, like when you look at it at first glance, you think it could be a man.
Yeah.
But because they portray that, now I think it's a woman.
Like, someone dressed up as a guy. I would dress up as a guy.
Yeah, like if you dress up, give a dress shoot. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I just cannot. I could not. And then Joe wakes up to like ambulance sounds. He's like runs in like, oh my God, what happened? He starts getting texts again from that app. And they're like, oh, you missed the best part of the night. And Joel's like, what? Like I missed another murder. He went back, right, to try to like be nosy and try to figure this out. And yeah, so now Simon's dead, y'all. Somebody killed this art guy.
Yeah, when Joe walks into the building to see like what he missed, it was Simon being dead. I couldn't somebody kills Simon and cuts off his ear.
Yep.
And I wanted to go back because I was like, what was on Simon's ear? I didn't even remember like the earring or whatever, because Malcolm's finger was missing, right?
Yep.
I know Malcolm had a ring on his finger. I remember seeing that. Yeah. I don't remember what the symbol was or anything, but I wanted to go back and look. And then Simon's ear is missing. And I'm like, well, what was on his ear?
Yeah. Somebody made a joke that like, oh, his earring was probably worth more than whatever. So maybe you think someone's trying to get the jewelry, or I think someone's morbid. I'm like, who's collecting body parts? I wrote that down.
Right. Yeah, it could be that. Or there's something inside of their jewelry, like somewhere where they place some sort of chip or something that's important that each of them know, and they couldn't really like expose each other. So they have it. Yeah. So they have it somewhere on their body. So it could be like that Malcolm had it in his ring and Simon had it in his earring. Like,
this is why I love you. You think so fucking out of the box, like
a fucking crazy person. I think like a crazy person.
No,
because I would do that if I had the means to do it. I'd be like, look, all important information, I'm gonna put this in a ring, or I'm gonna put in my earring. I'll never want to know. Like I could wear them, not like I don't know.
Yeah, a little secret place to hide some info.
And they're all in like this high tech kind of world, anyway.
Yeah,
like it's very tech forward, so it kind of makes me feel like
the little princess Nigerian girl. She's in tech. Yeah, maybe she'd be helping them have their little pieces.
I mean, people just that have money have like tech abilities that they usually use like some high shit that we don't even know about. You know what I mean? So it kind of makes me feel like, yeah, exactly. Just like the app.
Any rich people
saying, like
y'all got little secret apps
that they're working on. It's all in a data. It's in a beta version, like the app. This is a beta version. They put it on Joe's phone.
There's always so much shit we don't know. I cannot even deal. But that made me feel some type of way. I low-key thought Simon, one of the things Nadia said earlier too was like, your first suspect is the second victim. And that was so real for me, because I was like, oh, Malcolm was going to expose Simon. Simon killed Malcolm, and then Simon got killed. And I was like,
but it's Nadia who keeps giving the information to Joe. And that's why I keep thinking like, this motherfucking Nadia. Like,
that's why I love you. Because I didn't get that this episode. I was not thinking about her. She knows too much.
She knows too much.
Y'all think Nadia is a killer? We need y'all thoughts. Let us know who y'all are suspicious of, because I want to know.
And we could be totally wrong. So when we watch episode 4, it could be that, or episode 5, the last episode of it could be that we're totally off. But listen, I gotta make sure I say it just in case I am right. All the thoughts gotta come out.
I love it. This is why I love shows, because we talk all day, every day, trying to predict stuff, and then we find out eventually. So
if we're right or if we're wrong. And we need to know.
Don't spoil for us, okay? If you know, you know. We don't yet. So we're thinking it out. Okay. So the next morning, everybody meets up again, which I thought was just super awkward. We don't have to really dig into this too much, but everybody's acting all weird. Phoebe's happy to see Joe. Like, we want to make sure we told you about Simon's death. Like, girl, he don't even know y'all like that. She's kind of weird. Adam's like, ignore everybody. They're all the B words. Everybody's just like, to me, making a joke that Simon's dead. And I'm just like, these people are all weird. They're all fake friends. Like, you should all be crying. I would be bawling.
Yeah.
If one of my people like passed away. And
yeah, they were more like he kind of deserved, they weren't surprised, like, okay, whatever, he did. The only person I think that was like really upset was probably his sister, right? Because they said the sister was like at home and she was like, they had a tranquilizer probably because she was traumatized from it. I don't know.
Exactly.
But everybody else was kind of just not surprised about Simon's death.
Which, like, your circle, y'all hang out, y'all supposed to be friends. Like, who does that? But Reese, is he a good guy or is he a bad guy? He kind of came through, of course, like, I'm so sad. Simon had, what did he say? I wrote some notes. Simon had a past. He was a liar. I wish he would have came clean with himself. He could have been a great guy. I'm like, he seems like he kind of knew something about Simon's past and he seemed kind of considerate and like he was the only person that cared. But I wrote down, he's either the only real person here or he's a good ass fucking liar. Because I was like, did he kill both of them? And he's trying to just like butter Joe up. Because remember, he's been buttering Joe up this whole time.
Yeah. Well, I think it's genuine that he's saying like Simon, that's probably how he feels about him. Like Simon was a liar. And if he would have came clean about whatever it was that he needed to come clean about, which we don't exactly know. I don't think it has to just do with the paintings, that he just wasn't painting his paintings. There's something more that Simon was not saying. Exactly. And so I think that's probably why Reese was like, I wish he would have just came clean.
Yeah.
Which also makes me feel like obviously Reese is the killer. Like there's, Reese knows a lot, he knows what people about these people, like their circle, right? Like Reese doesn't really come from their world. He just kind of grandfathered into it. He came from a hard life, which means if he came from a hard life, he had to learn how to lie, steal, cheat, probably to make it. So,
and low-key envious of all these people because they got it good and been rich.
Right. So, but or he's just like, these people are fake and like, I'm gonna take them all down. Like, I'm gonna take this whole thing down. And he's a writer. Like, who knows if he's gonna even he might write a story about this. And
I love this. I did not think about it. I've been suspicious as fuck about Reese.
I love Reese though.
I love him. But I love him too.
He seems like the person that would really fall into being, the actual murderer.
Trying to kill all these rich
people. To kill them, yeah.
But
he's
so
most
sweet.
likely, he's most likely because Joe likes him, and I don't trust Joe's judgment at all. Obviously, we can't trust Joe's judgment. Like
he met love, and loved her.
We just can't trust Joe's judgment in people. So if he likes Reese, Reese is likely like the killer, and if he likes Nadia, Nadia could also be a killer. So I don't know.
I like your little logic. Okay, you got a little.
His judgment's no good.
Algorithm for the bad people. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I'm on to Reese. I wrote that about him because I'm like, either he's a good guy or he is just really the murderer and he is playing a good role because he's been super nice to Joe the whole time. The only person who's like really been nice to him. And I could see someone who's a murderer and trying to frame Joe, like butter him up, right, and be cool with him. So yeah. Reese is definitely suspicious as fuck. I did write down, last but not least, Nadia, I think it like goes to another scene where he's back at the library because Joe's still trying to figure out like who's framing him, who is doing all this craziness to him and putting him in this mix. They go back, there's another scene with Nadia and him chatting. And she mentioned at that point, at the end of it, kind of at the end, that she's also trying to write a book. Malcolm was supposed to be helping her, and that now all of a sudden Malcolm's MIA and she's like so heartbroken about it and sad, which I thought that was maybe what you thought was kind of creepy about her. Like it low-key seemed like she was into Malcolm or liked him or something, huh? Like it seemed a little weird to me. They definitely
mess around with each other. Like it was giving too. They mess around. We know that. Like and even Joe knew that. Is it high school?
They in college, but still.
Oh, well,
you don't mess with your college students.
He does.
I would never.
Does, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's an adult,
I mean,
but
I
still.
don't, and you have to think like they all became friends in college and had this cult. So how do you know that they don't have like a cult in the college too, like already, like that they've built, like.
Oh my God. I hope it ain't getting this morbid.
Nadia,
I hope the show is not gonna be
like,
that dark. I could not. So Nadia's, yeah, she's interesting. Joe, I think, is also now like, oh wait, you kind of liked Malcolm, but remember, she's helping him. She knows a lot about murder mysteries, which she could be the killer. Tina put me onto that because I was not thinking that for her. Joe's, I think, just still like, well, I'll help you. I know Malcolm's gone now, so I can help you too. He's just trying to get as much info as he can out of anybody, right? He wants to figure out who's framing him. And yeah, they basically kind of end it with that. He's like, I'll help you. Still keeping her close, right? Because she seems to kind of know a lot. I wonder if Joe, low-key, now that you're suspicious of Nadia, I am. And I wonder if Joe is. Maybe that's why he's like, I'll help you with your book. Because he's like, you kind of know a lot. And you kind of into these murder mysteries a little bit too much. Because
maybe
nice to her too.
I mean, I think he thinks she's an angel though, because he says it in his head when he talks about her. He's like, she's like heaven sent, and like she's there to help him like really solve this. So
you don't think he's onto her?
I don't think he has a clue in the motherfucking world what's
He's
happening with.
He's naive. We know he dumb. He thinks the best of everyone.
Yeah, no, he doesn't know about Nadia.
He onto her. Oh man, I wasn't either. I would have not even thought like left of her until you said something. So I'm with Joe. Maybe we just thought she was cute. And that's really how they end it. They do, after he's done talking to Nadia, they like flash to him going back home to his apartment. And it got kind of creepy because he goes back to his apartment and there's like pictures everywhere about his past, articles on Guinevere, what was the second role?
All the people that he's basically killed, this person has figured him out. Like they text him like it was hard, but I figured it out. I know who you are. Hi Joe. Like, hi Joe. What's up? Like did you do it? Is it you? Was it you? Am I right? Like, and that's why it kind of gives me girl, like, because a girl is like super chatty like that. Like, I figured you out, and like, you know, like here's all the pictures of you, like I found you out, like it's giving girl, it's giving Nadia, like why like she knows, like Nadia is very specific.
But what would she get out of killing Malcolm? And now Simon, she didn't know shit about Simon.
You don't know that she doesn't know?
We don't know yet.
Yeah, I'm sure like Nadia knows some shit. She was fucking around with Malcolm. She knows something,
and Malcolm wanted to expose Simon.
Exactly. And so she probably knows that stuff. She also is a writer, right? Like, and I'm sure Malcolm and her were close. Like, she's probably trying to like.
I'm over here thinking.
I don't know.
So
I definitely
hard.
think that
I love it.
Like, it could be Nadia because she is very like, did you think about this? Did you think about this? And then all of a sudden, this person's texting Joe like, it was hard, but I figured you out. Like,
and it all happens.
It gives me the same energy. Like, it's giving me the same energy. Like, it was Nadia. Like, I don't know, but
I love it.
Yeah, anyways, this person just figures Joe out, whoever it is, we don't know still. But all of his past, like everybody that he's killed and people that he was intertwined with, they're all hanging up on his wall. Like they came into his house, put it on his wall, like, this you, bitch.
He thought he got away with it all.
Yeah. And he was like, fuck, like. So anyways, he changes his locks and he's like, I can't let this person come back in here, but
he is busted. I was hurt. I love Joe. I'm like, oh, he's gonna get a new life. He's gonna meet a new love.
No.
No, he can never get away scot-free.
You know what? But that's also his karma. He shouldn't get away scot-free.
That's a fact.
And so that's why I actually really like this season, because I like that it's now on him. Like I really do enjoy that. Like
I know you.
Yeah. Like,
so even if I'm framing you, you're gonna have to go down for this too.
Yeah.
Because you ain't shit.
Like I feel like that's what needs to happen. So it's good. It's good to me.
Oh, Penn, Joe, I love you, bro. Like, yeah, my guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was how it ended. So I think that's pretty much all we had. I want to just talk about my thoughts because they got warped as fuck. I was not onto Nadia. I was not thinking Nadia. I had my own couple of thoughts. Now we know Tina. So you think Nadia? Anybody else? Who was the other person you thought?
Reese.
Reese.
I think Reese is the most obvious.
Mhm.
I think Nadia is the least obvious, but those are the two
Mhm.
that are like on my list right now.
Okay. We want to know what you guys think. Please reach out to us, DM us, send us a video, send us just a voice note, or even just a type it, whatever. We just want to know what you guys are thinking so we can like interact, post it, respond to what you guys think. Please respond to what we think because we could be way off. We want to know. Tell us, like, no, girl, you missed this.
If I'm crazy, just tell me. Like if I'm doing something, just tell me. Like I want to know. Like, what do you guys think?
Yeah, we need y'all thoughts, man. Let us know. I'm thinking Kate still. Kate's suspicious to me. She's mean. She's weird. Joe saved her life. She's helping this rehab girl. She seemed like she got a lot of secrets. She was leaving voice messages the whole time. And I'm like, is she a really good cover-up girl? Or does she really not know? But I'm still suspicious of her. Because they seem to fight in episode 1.
Yeah.
Kate's on my list. Sophie's still on my list because she did not like Malcolm. Maybe she was jealous of her brother. She's like an influencer girl, but maybe she didn't like his art. I don't know. Siblings low-key be having beef.
Yeah.
So Sophie's on my list because I just don't know enough about her yet. Adam and Phoebe. I low-key think they could be little power couple, weird. I don't know. Maybe I just think Phoebe all of a sudden loves Joe now. She's trying to like butter him up and get close with him. I'm like, did she hate Malcolm? And then Simon too. Maybe it was like little jealousy, friendship vibes. And maybe her and Adam had a plan to get rid of these people. I don't know. They're just weird to me. Remember earlier I said too, she invited Joe to the show, which was like, it had the topic of come to a night of murder or something, right? A night to die for or whatever. That's what it said.
Yeah,
she could be weird to me.
She could be like
she was on my list.
Killer too. That's true.
She was on my list. And the security guy.
I just hate to think obvious, like
I know.
I hate it when it's like,
you
know, like you could just figure it out. It's like, don't be you. Like
don't make it too easy.
Don't make it easy for me. So I'd hate it if it was Phoebe.
Yeah. Hopefully the writers throw me a curveball. Don't let it be so easy for me because I always guess the easy people. And the security guy.
Nadia. Because I want to
yeah. So all your crazy cold.
Exactly. So I could be like, look, see, I fucking know.
I think security dude, y'all. I don't know if y'all got your eyes on him. I don't like him. He's like the background. No one's thinking about him. Look, you're like, he's not doing his job. He's creepy, y'all. He's everywhere. Watch it back again. Or now when we watch the future episodes, he's just always
it would just
there.
Be another obvious one though, like a security guard because he's protecting the secrets of Adam, like
and everyone,
and maybe everyone, I guess. Yeah, like I mean, could it? Yes, it'd be like another
haves, have-nots. He's poor too. Like he gets their money or he like benefits somehow from
but
them.
He benefits. So why would he want? I mean, I don't know. And we'll see because maybe
I don't know either.
Yeah,
I don't know what his motive would really be. But
I think
just
we'll know more in episode 3. I really do. I think we'll be able to have like a better idea of maybe because we're.
Have you watched 3 yet?
No.
Okay, you ready for me?
Did you?
No,
I waited for you.
Okay,
yeah.
For you.
Just like I get confused.
If I you on to Nadia.
I'm on to Nadia.
Did you watch more?
But I'm just on to Nadia from episode 2.
Yeah.
But if I did watch 3, I'd be hella confused. Like talking right now.
We're probably gonna be confused now.
Yeah. Like this episode was really just like a filler episode. It wasn't an exciting episode. It wasn't like, something that I feel like gave us a lot to go by, really.
It's all guesses.
Yeah, it's really all guessing at this point. Yeah, it's just like a filler. Like, okay, we're adding some shit to like their past, but I don't know if it's going to be extremely relevant by episode 5. Like,
we might be way off.
We could be way off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
well, let us know what you guys think about 2, or just what we think. Let us know your opinion on what we think, because y'all probably already watched all 5. Like I would have watched all 5 by now.
I would have,
which is okay. But tell us, are we off? Are we close? Getting hot, cold?
Exactly. Yeah, I need to know, like, if I'm getting hot towards the killer.
Were you guys thinking right what we were? Or are we way off?
Yeah. Well, whatever. Let us know.
Yeah.
Either way, we'll have more. Hopefully, episode 3 is a little more exciting.
I hope so too. I can't tell what's going on.
I kind of want Kate to die, so whatever.
Oh, I didn't think of that question. Who do you think's gonna die next?
Yeah, who's the next
I'm gonna
person that's
pour-
gonna die? I think the next person that's gonna die
Who?
is shit. Hold on.
Who?
I don't know.
I haven't thought about
honestly,
this.
because
We're on the
all
spot.
of our key players right now, like it would have to be
Here's
like
all the
Phoebe or
characters.
Adam or Sophie. Maybe Sophie Sue, maybe, because honestly everybody else is like we haven't showed a lot of the
Princess, the black girl
princess,
could
right?
die.
She could, but we just don't know like a ton about her yet to know why she would die. We met her boyfriend though, right? Wasn't that her boyfriend that was like, Joe, where are you from? The East Coast or the West Coast? He's like, yeah, you look like a guy from LA.
Oh, I remember that, but I didn't catch if it was her boyfriend or what. I didn't pay attention to that guy or that combo too much. It might have been her boyfriend. But that's like, I feel like Simon was super like ominous or what, like I didn't know anything about him or who he is, and all of a sudden he just gets killed.
Yeah, that's right.
The next episode,
honestly, the next episode, whoever it's about is who I feel like is gonna die.
Gonna die, huh?
Yeah, it could be Sophie Sue. It could be the Nigerian Blessing.
That would be my guess.
That would be my guess.
She's kind of
irrelevant. Yeah. If we're gonna take out the whole group, then I would feel like it could be 2 people. It could be more than one.
I think Phoebe and Pratt would have to die together. Adam and Phoebe.
Really?
I think I'm suspicious of them, so I think they're gonna be last.
They might make it look like a fucking Romeo and Juliet thing, huh? Like they could. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just like speculating. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I wonder if these people even know. Like maybe by the time we watch 5, we still don't know. Because remember, it's part 1 and part 2. So maybe they don't know either. I hope y'all don't know. By 5,
that's true.
Do we know who the murderer is by 5? Let us know.
DMS. Yeah, let us know. Yeah, actually. Let's see what's up.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, so those are our people.
Let's wrap it up.
All right, you guys.
Drop episode 3.
Yep. Soon. We'll see you guys next week for episode 3, and hoping that Kate gets killed. Cheers. But she got on my damn nerves. Cheers.
She's a mess. I am mad. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you soon. Thank you for listening. We love y'all. Please leave us a review. Hit us up on social media. And yeah, we can't wait to see you guys next week.